Hey guys, welcome back to Most Amazing Top 10. My name is Danny Berg, and today we have the top 10 tweets that lost people their jobs. Now I'm sure we've all said things online that we regret at one point or another. Am I right? I know I have, but the worst thing that usually happens to us is a little bit of embarrassment and a reminder to not do that kind of thing again. However, for the people on this list, they ended up losing their jobs in less than 140 characters. How is that even possible, you might ask? Well, we're going to find out right now and get into it with our number 10. In 2011, world famous car manufacturer Chrysler tweeted out, "I find it ironic that Detroit is known as the Motor City and yet no one here knows how to f***ing drive." Now if you thought that sounded a little bit out of character for a major car company to say, yeah, you're right, it wasn't actually them saying that. The tweet was sent out by Scott Bartosiewicz, who was a Chrysler employee in charge of their social media. He tweeted it when he was stuck in traffic on the highway, thinking he was actually on his own personal account. As you can see, he was wrong. I just hope he didn't send any personal messages when logged into his Chrysler account. That might have freaked people out. Moving on to number 9 now. A lot of you guys might recognize this guy, Timothy DeLaGhetto. He's a big YouTuber these days, but back in 2009, Tim was working at a branch of the California Pizza Kitchen when they issued their new uniform, including a black button-up shirt. He tweeted at the company saying, "Black button-ups are the lamest shit ever." Now it wasn't hard for the company to track him down because, you know, he tweeted at them and they quickly fired him for it. But Timothy actually turned it all around by making a YouTube video called "Twitter Got Me Fired," which helped propel him to YouTube stardom. So guess it worked out for him doing that tweet. Next up at number 8 now. In 2009, actress Jane Addams of HBO's series Huynh had soup and lemonade at a cafe in Beverly Hills. She was given her bill of $13.44 and told them she had actually left her wallet in her car and that she'd go and get it. She never returned to pay her bill. An angry waiter, John Barrett Ingalls, tweeted out saying, "Jane Addams, star of HBO's series Huynh, skipped out on a $13.44 check. Her agent called and paid the following day. No tip." So yeah, her agent did return a month later to pay the $13.44, but didn't find John working there anymore. Someone at head office had seen his angry tweet and decided to fire him after he'd been working there for about 5 years. Eesh, was that fair, guys? Coming in at number 7 now, Toronto anchorman Damien Goddard was fired from his job on Sportsnet after tweeting in support of a hockey agent called Todd Reynolds, who tweeted out criticism of a hockey player supporting gay marriage. You guys follow me? Good. Anyway, Damien tweeted out saying, "I completely and wholeheartedly support Todd Reynolds and his support for the traditional and true meaning of marriage." Now this drew a lot of anger from supporters of gay marriage, and Sportsnet soon released a statement saying they had let him go because he was not the right fit for their organization. This ended up sparking an even bigger debate online about whether or not people should be fired for expressing different opinions that go against their employer's opinions. What do you guys think of this one? Alright, for number 6, we're going to be staying in Toronto now for this one, and we have a fireman called Matt Bowman who tweeted out saying, "I'd never let a woman kick my ass. If she tried something, I'd be like, hey, you get your back in the kitchen and make me some pie." Yeah, I don't even need to explain this one, do I? Obviously, it's a horrible backward thing to say. As soon as the Toronto Fire Service saw all the very angry retweets that were happening, they immediately fired the fireman. Wow, man, they fired the fireman. That's deep. Moving on to number 5. In 2009, 22-year-old Connor Riley tweeted this out. "Cisco just offered me a job. Now I have to weigh the utility of a fatty paycheck against the daily commute to San Jose and hating the work." Yeah, she'd just been offered the job and immediately started tweeting about how much she hated it before she'd even started. Now unfortunately, it wasn't just her friends that saw this tweet. She ended up getting a reply from somebody who works with the company, who then sent it on to the company's hiring manager. Twitter ate her alive. She became a viral sensation as the girl who lost her job before her very first day, and she never got to see that fatty paycheck. Next up at number 4 now. In 2015, a Texas teenager called Chella was about to start a new job at a pizza place. She tweeted out saying, "Ooh, I start this ass job tomorrow." I mean, I think that's pretty funny, I'm not gonna lie. But the pizza place didn't find it quite as amusing. The owner actually tweeted back saying, "No, you don't start that job today. I just fired you. Good luck with your no money, no job life. But apparently other teenagers who had worked there before ended up backing Chella up, and they said the boss was a fat prick. I mean, this story just goes on and on. I mean, I could talk about it all day, but we have a video to do. Maybe we'll do a video about that one day. So let's just move on to our number 3. In 2011, Nicole Crowther was an extra who appeared in some episodes of the hit TV show Glee. It was while working on that show that she tweeted out, "K is PQ and Car is PK." That was a spoiler about the characters Kurt and Karofsky becoming prom queen and prom king. Now once the secret was out, the show's producer quickly tweeted saying, "Hope you're qualified to do something besides work in entertainment." That is probably the nicest way to fire someone after they spoiled an entire episode of a TV show. Coming in at number 2 now, in 2015, American businesswoman Justine Sacco was about to board her connecting flight from London to South Africa when she tweeted out saying, "Going to Africa, hope I don't get AIDS. Just kidding, I'm white." Hilarious. Yeah. Then she boarded the 11-hour flight. In that time, Twitter had exploded with anger and many people were calling the tweet distasteful, racist, and saying she should lose her job. Eventually, IAC, the company she worked for, tweeted out saying, "This is an outrageous, offensive comment. Employee in question currently unreachable on an international flight." Soon, the hashtag #HasJustine Yet started trending as people around the world waited to see her reaction when she landed and realized she had lost her job. And finally now at number 1, after the 2011 tsunami that hit Japan, there was a massive outpouring of support from people all around the world. But one comedian, a guy called Gilbert Gottfried, tweeted out some pretty insensitive jokes. Jokes like, "I just split up with my girlfriend, but like the Japanese, there'll be another one floating by any minute now." Also, Japan is really advanced. They don't go to the beach comes to them. And finally, Japan called me. They said maybe these jokes are a hit in the US, but over here they're all sinking. So it turns out those jokes weren't actually a hit anywhere, and he was quickly fired from his commercial work shortly after.
If I step on this carpet, will it make me funnier?
Well guys, those were 10 people left unemployed after hitting send on some very questionable tweets. Do you agree that they all should have been fired? Are there any on this list that you think maybe are a bit unfair? If you guys like top 10s about tweets, we've actually got a lot on this channel. Some of them are floating over there right now for you to check out here on Most Amazing Top 10. Thanks as ever for watching. My name is Danny Burke, and I'll see you all in the next video.